Welcome back, collectors. So the word on the Lightning Collection community at the moment is of how Target keeps taking money in and out, and pre-orders are getting cancelled for these Ninja Rangers. But in the US, they have started showing up on shelves. So if you didn't know and you're just browsing YouTube, come across this video, the white one and the pink one is showing up now out on shelves in stores. So I thought I'd do a little review on them really quickly. Just thought I'd show them all together. I know we're expecting the last three, I suppose, of the Ninjas, so we are going to be expecting, and it has been revealed that we're going to be getting Kat, Rocky and Aisha for the last set. Still no sign of Ninja. I'm hoping to see a Ninja at some point. Obviously, we've got the flip head out now, which does scale pretty well with these figures. They are pretty cheap to find. They're easy to find on shelves and stuff. So if you want one just to fill that gap at the moment, then have a look at the flip head. Probably between sort of £10 and £20 or dollars. Anything around that sort of mark, pretty cheap to buy anyway. So all of these are the same. I'm going to just go through one or two of them. I will show the head sculpts and stuff, but they are basically the same figure, repainted, as most others are anyway. So I will show off firstly the faces. So we've got Adam there, which the likeness is very good. His face sculpts always seem to be pretty decent so far. Obviously comes with his sort of curly-ish hair, headband, quite straight-faced because he's a frog. And then we've got Billy, which again is quite straight-faced. He's face sculpt for me isn't amazing. I think he looks a lot older than he probably was at the time. The hair looks decent enough. The headband looks good. It does sort of semi-look like him, but he does look very grumpy, very old. I don't know if it's just the angle or what for me, but not great. And then Kimberly, which looks pretty good. Probably better than the other one. The hair looks nice. The face looks nice. The headband looks tucked away nicely. And then obviously we've got Tommy, which again, likeness isn't great. This one I would, probably most of these, apart from Adam, I would say is probably more of a character likeness rather than a actor likeness, which is probably how they sort of get away with it. So there they are with their headbands. For me, this is how I'm displaying them inside my cabinet. So I have taken them down, obviously, just for this. But I never like the full mask, even in the show. So for me to display these as like movie figures is a better option for me. I will show you the accessories that they come with. So I do bag them up because I put them away and put the boxes in the loft, so you have to just excuse that. And then all these are pretty much the same. The eyes look nice in this one. So there's Kimberly's full headband with the tie at the back. Not really too much to it other than it is what it is and it does the job and it is accurate. And then we've got like the hooded up version for mid-morph, I suppose, which they used more in the movie. And then we've got a little neck bit that goes with the full head. And then some new little lightning effect pieces. This one I believe goes on the foot. And then we've just got two fists, which he came with. And then we've just got some sort of karate chop hands, action posy hands, which are very nice. And then of course we've got Tommy's, and again, hood up. To me this one looks better for Tommy just because, I suppose because you can't see his face, you can't really see the non-likeness. Don't get me wrong, that is a very nice sculpt. It looks very well done, but as I said, it's probably more of a character likeness than anything. Then again, we've got the full head, which is obviously a little bit bigger than Kimberly's one. We've got another foot effect piece, which I've done in quite a nice white sort of shimmery plastic headband that goes underneath the full head. And then we've got another karate chop hand, closed fist, and then he comes with the karate chop hand and the closed fist again. And then we've got Adam's, which is the same. Again, posing hands, karate chop sort of effect piece there. The full head mask. And then the hood up face mask, COVID mask variation of it. I quite like this one of Adam. You can still see underneath that it's meant to be him, obviously with the hood up, but yeah, very nice. Again, same, two closed fists and two posing hands with him. And then lastly, we've got Billy's, which is, as you can guess, going to be exactly the same. So we've got the neck scarf, the full head wrap, which goes on top of that. And then we've got two karate chops, or a karate chop, two closed fists, and then this like knuckle thing. A little punching effect piece, which is done in the same plastic as the others. And then another hood up, mask on, movie kind of variation of it, if you like. This one's pretty good just because I prefer this one due to the aging likeness of the face on that one, which I'm not a fan of. But I wanted to display them all the same, and I really wanted to display the others without the hood or the full head mask. So obviously Billy has to go with it. So I'll go over a bit of articulation just because these ones are a little bit different. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. So I'm going to use Adam just because he's not particularly posed in any kind of way, and he doesn't bother me too much if I have to change it up. Now I will mention there's a couple of bits on here that I really don't like. So the legs do not want to go back at all. Massive pain. And then I don't know if you can see that gap in there. You can see the light through it here. Obviously a bit of a gap up at the top. And then lastly, the other bit I don't like is on the arms. So you can see this kind of groove in there. While I understand that it's meant to be a baggy fit clothing, it almost forces you to have to pose the figure. And if you look at the pink one, hers is very, very thin, and just doesn't look right. And as I say, forces you to have to want to pose it up or bend it so you can't see it, or face it forward or whatever. Not a massive deal, but just for me, I like to be able to actually use it. And again, unfortunately for me, this is him standing up straight because he's just so... I don't even want to risk breaking it, to be honest with you. The ab crunch is strange. The legs don't go back far. And again, as I say, forces you to have to pose the figure just so you can't really notice those sort of things. So, yeah, he does look nice posed, but if you wanted to sort of stand him up straight or whatever, you can't really do that. So, and there he is. So the articulation on them, obviously they are pinless joints, which make the figure look very, very tidy, almost sort of flows nicely into the baggy fit of the clothing on the figure. So his head does obviously go all the way around. He can look up and down better than up, but it does go up. Obviously this little down hood mask neck thing is in the way. He has full rotation on the arms. He's got butterfly joints. His arms do come out. He has got rotation on the... Oh, has he? Yeah, he has got... He's very, very stiff on the bicep. And then he's got double jointed elbows there. And then we get like full swivel, and you can move the wrist up and down and stuff. So it's nice. They do have ab crunch on there, or it's more of a... I believe there's a ball joint in there. And then there's kind of like a bit of... You can't even tell. Okay, so we've got no ab. It's just on the ball joint in the middle. And it does obviously go all the way around. See, again, the quality on this figure, I don't know if I was unlucky with the Adam that I've got, because the others seem okay, but it's just not good. So he's very wobbly. And then we've got the gap in there. But anyway, as I show you, the legs just barely move at all. I can't... All I can do is swivel these. He just doesn't want to move. Double joints on the knees. The bottom part of his leg swivels round, so there's a swivel on the calf or the whatever. And then we've got a bit of rocker on the bottom of the foot, and then nice normal movement on there as usual. And as I say, these are all the same, so unfortunately they're just not as stiff. This figure is just poor. Really not very happy with this one. As I say, the others are fine, but this one's just really bad for some reason. I might have to pick up another one, unfortunately, because that bothers me. And then Kimberly is exactly the same. So obviously we've got a female, the double joint, pinless. Her hair, obviously, it does turn around, but there's some restrictions on it. But yeah, she looks really nice. She's cool. Sits really, really well. She does move fine. And the only other thing that bothers me on this one is the difference in the knees. Obviously, it's a different plastic that they use in between these. So you can see the difference in the colour there. And then the same on the elbow. The only thing I'd be a bit weary about if you're picking up this white one is on the torso is rubber. The paint is very, very common to rub off and stain the white, which is why you can sort of see a bit of yellowing around there. It's just literally, it just looks dirty. So again, not amazing. I was quite lucky that this one's not that bad compared to some others I've seen, but it's still not perfect. But yeah, overall, love the figures. Once you can sort of get them into a pose that you want, put them in your display, they look very nice. I would not buy these for my children. My kids do love Lightning Collection stuff. I wouldn't buy these for them because they would just break in a minute. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't anyway, but yeah, so there they are. I just wanted to show them quickly, quick review on them. And then I'll just show you a quick last little glance of them. And let me know what you're thinking of them, guys. If you're lucky enough to be able to grab one already, are you waiting for your unfortunate pre-order at Target? Managed to grab one on the shelf? Let me know what you think of the figure. Is your figures sort of on the line of being too stiff to move, or are they okay? Is it just mine? I have no idea. Yeah, so check out my Instagram, Lightning Collector 2021, for more bits like this. Obviously subscribe to my channel, please. And hopefully I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.